Good morning. Just wanted to tap into my church bus theme or the digital church bus sanctuary ministry. And so I just want to let you know that the bus is likened to the church, where it's like the hospital where we go to, get our self together, where we go to get our feelings together, our mind together. We just go to get us together there. And so the bus is like a simile or metaphor to the church building itself. And so these people, they get on the bus with all these issues, and some of them have to get off the bus because they just can't handle it. And so the space that I have prepared is the sanctuary, and that is likened, unto the bus as well. So it's a safe space, a space where they can go, they can get there on their journey, they can start their healing, whatever it is they need to have dealt with in their life, because that's what the church bus is representing, our life, how we carry all these different imperfections that we have within ourselves. But with the help of God, we can conquer those things, because Romans 8:37 says, nay, in all things we are more than conquerors. So that church bus themes, the videos that I am preparing, is likening to our lives that we have, that we live, the things that we go through. There's people getting on there with different types of issues and burdens that they carry. So I want to kind of like explain it a little bit more, how the bus is a church, it's a moving digital sanctuary or ministry. And so whenever they get on there, they want to get rid of all of these weights and things that they have. And so it might take them getting on and getting off and getting back on, whatever it takes for you to get to that full, that to get your mind and your soul and your body back to, that fullness rather. So that's the church bus. I want to kind of like explain it a little bit more, because I know you see the videos, but you may not really understand, and you may not have looked at my first video that explained it some more. And so that's why I'm coming back a second time to let you know that this church bus will not be slowing down, because there's so many issues and so many things that we need in our lives to be got together, and we need God to help get us together. We need to be whole. We need our minds to regulate properly. And so without God, it says, it's impossible for us to be in that space, to be of wholeness without God. So we want to make sure that, our daily lives is representing Christ. We want to make sure that we are upholding, the word within us and within our lives. So the church bus theme, this church bus will not be slowing down. So when you see the church bus, that's what it's talking about our lives, how we go to the church to rid the things of life that's not profitable for our bodies and for our minds and for our souls. So we go there to shed those things off. The church bus ministry, they get on the bus to shed those things off, all those weights that they have, all those, issues that they have. They get on there, and it's going to be a long journey, because there's so many different things. The original bus that I had, it's the bus that had imperfections. It has like 3 legs, 3 tires on there. The back of the bus is in the front of the bus. The bus has, black smoke coming out of the light. So that's just a representation of how our lives, sometimes are just so topsy-turvy. And I wanted to just make that clear one more time. And I'll probably still keep coming back to explain like the church bus and what it is. The message it is sending is that we might come in there one way, but we don't have to stay that way. We can get help. We can ask God to help us. And that's the way to, going to a better lifestyle, how we can have that relationship with God. So keep on following me on this church bus ministry. It's a digital church bus ministry. So I just want to portray as much as I can about these life situations that, we encounter, that we find ourselves in, and sometimes we don't know what to do, but we have to look to God to help us with those situations. So happy Friday. You guys be blessed, and remember, God loves you, and I do too.